False, thank you so much for coming in. False, thank you so much for coming in. False, thank you so much for coming in.
Who the heck is false? What the hell? That's weird. Are my commands broken? I bet they are. Dang. Events. Guess we'll just do that. Thanks, Jack. Hi, Doggles. I just got like used to making things now. Now I know how to build. I might build a house. Today is Doki Doki Day, which I don't know how to play. So that should be fun. Oh no, my transparent overlay is not working. That sucks. I don't know why, I'm just dreading this game. I'm sure it's great. I might as well just get started. I am just gonna get started. Thank you for the cheese. Alright. Doki Doki Literature Club begins. Wait, I can't see the chat. Dang it, I can't see the silly chat. Maybe if I move it here. Hi Terrell, welcome in, welcome back. Okay, so I did have trouble with this game. So full disclosure, this game has made me crash twice while I was trying to get it going. So it took so long to get started. I don't know why. So please enter my name. My name is this, isn't it like the guy's name that we're using? I want to make a guy's name. Who could it be? I need a man's name. No, I want it to be a dude. I want it to be a man. Please enter my name. I don't want to use my name. I don't want them all over my proverbial balls. I'm doing good, Terrell. How have you been? You like this shirt? I like this one. This is my other one. Wait, there you go. Bum. Where is this one? I don't know what to make a name. A name. Let me put my ponytail on. Oh no, just clicking out closes the game? I can't do that anymore then. Alright. We'll call her us. I'm gonna call myself. We're not worthy! I'm gonna call myself Chad. The Chad is great. Maybe the Chad. I don't know. I haven't played this game before. I played it a little bit, but I got bored and I quit because I was like, nothing scary is happening. This is not a horror game. I got mad. I was like, this is not a horror game. Nothing scary happened. Giga Chad? I don't want him to be a Giga Chad. I want him to be like a small, lower grade Chad. What is the most obnoxious name of a man? Mark? No. What's that one guy's name? Dustin Stranger Things. Chud. Sounds like throw up. Keith? I feel like you've had a run-in with someone named Keith before. Angoria is too much to say, and I'm gonna need a one-syllable name here. I need a one-syllable name. Keith is good. I'm gonna name you Chad. I'm gonna be the Chad. No! I'm gonna be Chat. You are here. It's you guys. Y'all are gonna be responsible for whatever the fuck happens in this game. The chat. The chat. Hi, Gabe. Alright. I've given you guys full responsibility. Hey! Oh, do I have to click it? Or... oh, maybe I do. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, that kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more, and more frequently, I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I was looking at some of the unused audio of this game, and it's so haunting. Don't tell me anything. I can't know. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Sayuri. I'm gonna try to do like the voice chat, so we'll see. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, chat. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Am I saying her name right? It is Sayori, right? Or is it Sayori? I think it's Sa. I feel like it's Sayori. Sa-yo-ri. Or Ri. I think I'm right. We cross the street together and make our way out to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, chat, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, we're high school students. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. A NEET? What's that? Hi, IW. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I can promise that. Yay! She seems really nice. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind even a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day begins as an ordinary day as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come join my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. She did what I would do. I would kind of blackmail them or something. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere, girl too. Chat, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, thank you for the lurk. You love this series? I don't know. Where was I? Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Wait, is it Monica? Am I saying is it Monica or Monica? They're both kind of the same. Monica. I think it's Monica. Monica or Monica? Monica. Monica! Okay, thank you. I'll definitely say cute girls. Personally, I would definitely include you in the case of the Vampeaches. Is that offends you? Sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. How you doing, Apocalypse? That's right. That's Monica. It's great to see you again, chat. Oh, by the way, I named ourselves Chat, and I take no responsibility for anything going on. If anything bad happens, it's Chat's fault. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, chat. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about we make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged and form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woohoo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with white icing and little pieces of chocolates were used to make the ears. Oh, it's so cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayuri grabs the first one, then Monica, and I follow. You like my outfit? Thank you. You can change the colors on this outfit. See, we can change to red, blue, purple. This is supposed to be gray, but it looks white. Yellow and black, I believe. I like them all. They're nice. We'll just use this one for now. Oh, my arm hurts. You're doing good. We're exhausted if it works. You always come back. Hello, Forsaken. Hello, Erica. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Sorry if I get a little into the story. You know, I do have to narrate the whole story, which is... I'm not used to doing that. So, excuse me. If I get a little tongue-tied, I'm sorry. Please just ignore my inability to read and my illiteracy. It should be Doki Doki the Illiterate Club. Sorry. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Oh, wait a minute. The color looks really wrong on the thing. Let me fix that for you guys. I forget that my DVD is a lot brighter than regular games. That is much better. I need to make a separate window, one for DVD and one for other games. Welcome in, guys. Well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not it. Oh, I like this color. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... Thanks for changing the dress color. Also, thank you, person, for the lurk. I feel like this is gonna make me lose my voice. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you feel at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Can I auto do it so I don't have to keep pushing the button? Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Thank you for the lurk, Vida. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Well, do our best. You know it. I like her, she's spunky. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, chat, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Hi, Lefeka. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Thank you for the cheese. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Hey, horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at a minimum level. She's kind. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Hi, Minion. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I kind of like Monica. I think Monica looks nice. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about those cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her arms on her shoulders.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Hello. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Also, hello, Alpha Bravo. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri's face. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Wait, that's Monica, right? Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quixotically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them to each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right, chat? Monica smiles warmly at me once. Again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Chat? You all... I am defenseless against girls like these. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumps up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came in for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Chat, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me.
Thank you!
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, chat. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Hi Crafty, hi Count! Hello Vamps, how are you doing? With that, the two of us depart the club room. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, Count, I will see you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I can catch up with chat. Sorry, reading this is hard. I've never had to read something to you guys. I'm so nervous right now. I'm nervous. I'm trying my best. It's time to write a poem. Pick your words. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. No pressure. I don't even know who I like. I don't know who I like. I kind of like the girl with the purple hair and the girl with the ponytail. Monica and Yuri. I like them. I wonder what they would like. I think I like them because Monica's a smarty pants and I like her hair. And Yuri is just pretty and I think she's the prettiest. Alright, I'm gonna write a poem about Yuri. Okay, what does Yuri even like? Yuri's been reading what? Horror story? She's been reading a horror story? But I don't know. I'm gonna go with disarray and horror. What am I picking? I gotta pick 20 words? Is that what it is? Oh, I didn't. Did the colors change? Let's go with raindrops. Oh, she said happy. Did you see when I clicked raindrops? She popped up. Maybe that meant something. And giggles. I like giggles. Oh, she's giggles. Or do they just randomly pop up? I like boops. I like nose boops, so we're gonna click nose boops. Frightening. And I don't know. I kind of want to pick either this one or this one. Fickle? I don't know. I don't know what to pick. Oh, they like the word. Okay. I thought it was random, but alright. I'm gonna go with death. Oh my god, that's... I don't even know what kind of story I'm making. Headphones. Alright, graveyards. I like graveyards. I'm gonna go with what I like. I think what I like would be good. I like dark things. And I like whispers. And I like sadness? No? Desire. Intellectual. I like singing. I like chocolate. Unrestrained. Hopeless, lipstick, family, insight, lucky, agonizing, flower, sunny, sweet. Maybe a little bit of insight. Hope, love, marriage, ribbon, passion, rain cloud, amazing, schmiermischmeid, infallible, and party. I'm gonna go with rain cloud. Pure candy, summer, flying, extreme, broken, breathe, special, oh, I like sunset. Lollipop seems good. I think I have a very, I'm gonna go with a nightgown. I think that was a little bit of everybody. Hi again, chat. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, chat. I hope that this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Why are you so mean? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any of the clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! I guess it is, in a way. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chat always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Chet can become good friends too. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri! Even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. I seem like a nice person. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri glazers the Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but... Oh, thank you, Freak! Hello! But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well... When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... And that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is entitled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Damn. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. I.e., are you not a fan of that sort of thing, chat? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories... they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. She is kind of creepy girl, isn't she? When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting the one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Thank you for the head pats. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in the company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! It was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book out more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit more, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than ever before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, she just assumes that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. This is cozy, isn't it? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. Thank you for the follow. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Thank you, welcome in. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, chat, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Saved by the Monica. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, I kind of want to do Yuri since we've been spending so much time with her. But because we have been spending so much time with her, I think I will share my poem with someone else. But who will it be? Which one's the one that hates me? The one that doesn't like me? I think it's Natsuki. She don't like me for some reason. She made me cupcakes. Also, welcome in, E, again. It's nice to see you. They all like me? No way. Monica's so sophisticated. Natsuki's just shy? Should I share it with her? Maybe if I share my poem with her, she won't be so shy. Because we all know Sayuri is not shy. And Monica doesn't seem shy about anything. I know very little about Monica, though. I can't really pick up anything from her. I don't know, I haven't read the poem yet. I don't even know if I like my poem. I'm gonna go with either Natsuki or you or Monica. I'm so torn. I'm gonna go with Monica. I just want to get to know Monica. I want to know a little more about her. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in the effort. Hi, chat. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better. Hi, K9. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, chat. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. I don't know Monica yet. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, chat. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. I think she's lying to me. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. What does my poem say? I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. I feel like I should pay attention. Yuri likes it when readers are left to drive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. You would? That's the best way to find the key of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I'm not feeling a spark with Monica, guys. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes, I suppose. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. And now I realize that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. You like this poem? I'm trying to decipher Monica. I don't know much about Monica, except that she's smart, I guess. She always likes to act confident. Don't know much about her. I guess I was trying to figure her out, but she's very, like, matter of fact, you know? So, what do you think? Oh, I have to click on the auto. It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Thank you for the lurk, Misty. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't think I vibed very well with her. Alright, I'm gonna go with Natsuki now. I'm gonna go with this one, the one who doesn't like me. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't have to evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. She didn't like my poem! Not that you'll like it. She's so mean. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. She said eagles can fly twice. I can't click on anything. I'm stuck on this page. Click. Yeah. Oh, auto. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Is that what the poem was about? Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring the feeling out in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something today. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud. Then I won't take that away from her. I think her poem sucked. I'm sorry. I don't know what she was trying to convey. I didn't get it. I like Monica's poem more. I'm gonna leave Yuri for last. This is a good poem chat. Yay, thank you, Sayuri. Are you sure it's your first time? course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would... Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. She seems very sweet. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you at the moment in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, chat. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Hi, Kano! Hi, Christopher, welcome in. Hi, Q. Hi, HK, welcome in. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes
We're
me
not
feel...
worthy! We're not worthy!
Welcome in, guys. I'm playing a little Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm trying my best to read well for you guys, alright? So, hopefully I don't mess up too much. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, Shadow. Hello, hello. It's about how things are born with these neutral abilities, but humans have... Especially specific people have to work hard to figure what they can do. Oh, you're talking about Natsuki's poem. Have you played this before? No. I played up to like 20 minutes of the game and then got bored. But I'm trying. Where was I? I'm gonna start over again. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like this poem. I like this poem. Can I just click on it? Nope. Sayuri? This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Thank you for the headphones.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you, LV. Thank you, guys. Natsuki was my least favorite despite them being the most meaningful, but the poems get better over time anyway, so there's more poems. Okay. How many poems would you say there are, if you had to guess? How many poems are we gonna have to read? Mwah. Also, guys, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, so if you do come across the video, if you could give it a like or comment, please let me know. This many. Alright, Yuri's the one that I think Yuri and I clicked in the beginning. I don't know. But we're gonna read this one. I saved her for last since we spent so much time with her in the beginning. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Hi, Lotus. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks up at my palm again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down even more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick at the writing style separate from the topic matter as they form fit the two together. I don't know what she's talking about. The end result is both style and expressiveness that are weakened. Oh, she liked my poem. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Yeah, she hates my poem now. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Hers better be like amazing. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes down to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. It's not hate. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Was that shade? Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She's a big shade thrower. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this poem means. This poem is too sophisticated for me. It's too sophisticated. I don't know. Also, my hand feels funny. I think I'm getting nervous. My hands feel funny. Ooh, I do the dancing. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or hate it. It's pretty. It's beautiful. Words are nice. But I don't know what it means, so I guess we're gonna find out what she means. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? What? I said that. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write poems, longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's their first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Mild? That thing had like secret meanings. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, chat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Me too. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering her in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past. Thank you for the follow, Sacred. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, chat. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. And as they read them in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Hi, Kiro. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. What? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant... the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? God, they hate each other. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Wow. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And chat did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all... Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. She's mean. And chat liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that chat appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as chat started showing up. What? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Chat? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, chat. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, chat? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I don't know. How do I get out of this situation? It's not even my problem. Well, I think I should ask for help. I think our ship is sinking and we need someone to bail us out. I think I'm gonna ask for help. That way I'm not in trouble with either one of these girls. Natsuki! Natsuki glared at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri? Yeah? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Chat. Well, That's her problem. That isn't about her. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that has made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Oh my god, they're still fighting. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems? They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... also... Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful! Sayuri! Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nodded in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well... I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Hi, Ellie. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Chat, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Chat, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, chat, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Thank you, Chaotic. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in.
We're not worthy!
Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? Hi Sketch, hi Iron. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Another poem? Am I writing another poem? Hi guys, welcome in. Did I do a face reveal? When? A long time ago, maybe? Alright, I guess we have to start thinking about another poem for everyone. I kind of like them fighting. Okay, so the last time I played this game, I played like... I have a command for it? My story. Are you talking about like Instagram or something? My face? I don't hide my face. I have recently started to. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll be able to see. Oh, did I show my face on IG? I don't remember. I thought I put a mask on. Pretty sure I have a mask on. It's not so much poems as kind of filling the Mad Lib. So I have played like 20 minutes of this game before. This is like literally legit the first time I've ever actually dove into it. I do not remember having a fight the last time. Not I didn't have a fight. That's why I got bored. Nothing happened. I was not expecting a fight about boobies. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You can check out my pictures on Instagram. I do have an Instagram, which it's a mix of both Fangoria art and sometimes me. Depends. Maybe I didn't get far enough the first time. I totally agree. I think I kind of just gave up so quickly. Okay, I'm gonna have to think of words. We have ambient sock, childhood treasure, flea, shiny, infallible, fluffy, chocolate, and breathe. I like breathing. I'm gonna click that one. Adventure, vertical, scars, disaster, fear, misfortune, captive, poof, and after image. I like this word. Oh, did they both like that word? I don't want to use this word. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but we kind of want to avoid saying this word here because we are on YouTube and YouTube doesn't like that word. So we won't say it. I like secretive things. I like secrets. The fight happened for you too? How can we have a fight about boobies? All boobies are good boobies. Well, apparently, Natsuki thinks that Yuri is stuffing her bra. I didn't know that. Ambient? I missed it. I think there's a delay in it. The sewer slide. Exactly, guys. I don't wanna pick that word either, because I don't feel like any of the situation called for any of that, so. Did I pick secretive again? I did. Wait, was that 2 times I picked it? Am I ever gonna get to read my own poems? I like incongruent. That's a big word. An ending. I like this one. Marriage, wonderful, jump, portrait, wrath, lazy, inferno, kitty, bunny, kawaii. I don't know. I picked secretive one. I did? Oh, well, I like secrets 2 times then. Thank you for the lurk, Iron. The booby argument is always a canon event in the game. It will always happen. Oh, I guess I never got that far. I did not get that far. Oh, the blood effect means someone new has jumped into the chat. They're here, they're lurking, but we don't want to say, we don't want to call them out. It's just letting me know. It's a secret. And also when we play Dead by Daylight, we always think maybe that's the killer trying to screen peek us. I'm gonna go with Kitty since I have a cat. Oh my god, the funniest thing happened today. You want me to tell you what happened with my dog? So my roommate is coming home and 2 women come up to my roommate and they're like, is this your dog? And my roommate's like, yeah, that's my dog. And so he lets the dog in, right? And my dog is already inside. And by the time they realize that there are 2 dogs in the house, I walked out the door to go get some, like, was it lunch donut? I don't remember. I walked out of the door. I was like, who the heck is this dog? It was not my dog. There were 2 dogs in this house. I only have 1 dog. So my roommate was like, that's not the dog. That's not Lily. And I go, no, that is not Lily. She looks nothing like Lily. Because my dog has, I don't know if you'll see my dog. My dog has a white patch on her face. She's got 1 blue eye and 1 black eye. This dog had brown eyes, brown face. The only thing that made her look like my dog was that she had, like, she was small. She was small and fluffy. And I was like, it's the same breed of dog. Like, it was another mini Australian Shepherd. And I was like, oh, that's not. Whose dog is this? So we ended up having to call some people to come pick up the dog because it wasn't our dog. And I don't know. I felt bad. I wanted to keep the dog. There was no collar on the dog. So we really couldn't do anything. Someone did come and pick it up eventually though. But I went back to playing 7 days. But it was weird. It was crazy. I didn't know. That was not my dog. I was like, and my dog did not like her. There were 2 girls. My dog did not like that dog. She just kept growling at her the whole time. So But I'm hoping she finds her home. But I thought it was kind of funny that, you know, he just like let these women tell him that's our dog. I was like, no. Anyways, back to it. I thought it was funny. I'm gonna click kitty. Atone. Ooh, I like this word. Yay. I want to pick her. What is she like? I want to pick something nice for her. Comfort. Milk. Climax. Pleasure. No. Yes. No. Yes. Daydream. Pout. I'm gonna pick this one. Desire. I like all these like sexy words. Uncontrollable. I like that word. Passion. I like nibble. I like bouncy and hop and shopping and amazing. And I'm gonna go with extreme though. Tenacious. I like dark. Agonizing, love, hopeless, imagination, whisper, blanket, shame, games. Oh, I like marshmallows. Not uncontrollable. Why not? Disoriented, happiness, misery, strawberry, sweet, determination, or defeat. A ribbon. I'm gonna go with misery. I feel like she's a lot dark. Is Sayuri like secretly dark or something? Because all of these awful words, she's like happy about them. She's like crazy weird like that, huh? Massacre. This can't be Sayuri. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Are we on auto? Okay. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hi, chat. Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Wait. Can I save it so that I don't lose my progress? I'm gonna save it. I don't want to lose progress. Oh, that was really quick. Okay, yeah, I don't know what if these are divided into chapters, but I'm only gonna do another hour of this and then we're gonna call it a day because I had a very long day today, guys. Tuesdays are my long days. So let's just see what happens in the next hour. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri's really nervous and retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or wanted an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you'd spent all your money so that I would lend you some.
Thank you!
Or you... But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face is in a book, as always. Thank you for the hydrate. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell chat to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oops. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Get a can of chili? There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Ah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and she tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just about gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab on about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I was so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quixotically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have a hard time. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, chat. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why is she in the closet? Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I have one of those. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'm gonna get some water. Welcome back. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking and mannerism. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping to involve chat in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that? Then let's go, chat. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Chat, hi Mitch. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns into a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate somebody for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend? You say? Yuri lifts her head. Chat. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Chat, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature kettle to about 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't put yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Chad. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Chat, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. It's because her boobs are big. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my... Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while you're reading? Yes! I have a terrible reading posture. So, that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapping. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused and reading again. I take chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chat. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean... Not really in this context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ow! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Chat, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I'll pick up the bag of chocolates. Hello. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. That was intense, guys! We were like finger making out. We were making out with chocolate. But I don't want to get stuck with one person. Can I have them all? Can I just like flirt with all of them? I feel like Yuri is falling in love with me. Or maybe I'm falling in love with her. I don't know. What are we gonna do? We should just ignore Yuri. We should just be mean to her. Also, Mitch, sorry I was caught up in reading and stuff, but welcome in. I hope work was well. Welcome in everybody who came in while I was reading. Do you guys like my reading? Is my reading okay? I hope it is. I'm trying my hardest to be like as in tune with each character. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, I'm gonna start with... I guess I'll start with Monica. What's up, Monica? She seems... you know what? Maybe I'll start with Yuri first, get her out of the way. I don't know. I'm excited. Somebody completely off the wall here. Ooh. I like this one, chat. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Thank you, Chris. Honestly, I don't know if what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me either. Or neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word that I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you're having a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, chat. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all I've done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Thoughts and shards all over the floor. Supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting. This is Sayuri's poem. Thank you for the follow. This is Sayuri's poem. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This is really kind of dark, isn't it? What a dark little poem. Holy crap! Oh, I gotta auto it. Hold on. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because you're used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So, you should really be proud of yourself. Oh, thanks. I totally am changing the words to this thing. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hello, guys. I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it to no more than a week or later. I wonder if this is the one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Whew. That was a pretty intense poem. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't feel it was intense, but to me it felt intense. But then again, I don't know Sayori that well, and I don't know Monica that well, and Natsuki still kind of hates me, I think. I know Yuri's pretty much in love with me, so I don't know. Let's try to get through these other poems. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew. What was that? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayoti's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone, Fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of balloons. You could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad and Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, and the world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone... What is this poem? Shit. You know what? Spiders are icky. I don't care. I'm with you on this one. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Please explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Jeez. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Why do I feel like that poem's about Yuri? Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I don't know, you said the thing about the spiders. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Is she Amy? Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I will. I don't get it. Is she Amy? Is she Amy or is Yuri Amy? I don't know. Let's talk to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Chat. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself.
We're not worthy!
And
We're
besides,
not worthy!
people would just laugh at me. Hi, Valimar. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Thank you for the lurk. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of raccoons outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as if an unworldly human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. I don't get her poem. I don't know. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I don't know what her poem's about. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Eating raccoons. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, chat. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I'm looking forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yeti smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess Monica's the last one. Hi again, chat. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad, Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yudi's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light has been turned on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. What? Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright and beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, and piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms squeaking and screeching and piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. I don't know why, but I like this poem a lot. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. I think she's telling me to save my game. Wait, is this a tip about writing? I don't know, I'm gonna save it. I think she's just telling me to save it. So I'm gonna listen to her. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Also, hello, Chapo. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So, if everyone could come and sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like that we can put anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Society has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? But Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite a poem too. Society's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Society, who's been coloring posters, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Whoa, wait, what? Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll just start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Hi, Monty! I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper in her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri got absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, Becky. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm up next then. Sayori hops off her chair and she cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even chat liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before chat. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let chat lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. She's so mean. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive my applause anyway. Welcome in, guys. Hello. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I'm surprised, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? Hi, Chris. Thank you for the tab. I'll be making pamphlets to let everyone know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort in the club. It makes me really happy. And yeah, no problem. Where's Yuri? Okay, everyone. I think that's about all for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this, I can do this! Alright. I stand up. There is no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, chat. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri, or I will still walk home with Sayori. What? Why are they... What's happening here? Why is she trying to ask these questions? You know, I don't even know where Yuri lives. She probably lives like on the other side of the block. It's too much walking. I guess I'll just still walk with you. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for you? Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, I didn't say it like that. That's not the way I thought about it. She's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really like going home together. I feel in trouble. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, chat. You think about me too much sometimes. What? Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. What did I do? I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Oh, foreboding. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Finally a break! Oh god. This was awful. I did not mean that I would not walk home with Yuri. wasn't picking Sayuri over Yuri. I just was thinking, you know, it'll be more walking. Oh. I don't know how, but I feel like that was a lot of foreboding. I think it was, wasn't it? I think I made like some life-changing decisions just now and I didn't even realize it. Oh no. Hi, Frey. Remember Monica's tip of the day? I forgot her tip of the day. I forgot. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna forget when I play this game again. I'm actually going to end stream here, guys. How am I liking the game so far, Radagos? That was what you asked, right? I'm sorry if I can't respond right away. That's the one thing about this game that I don't like, is that it's like kind of fast paced because I like the auto. Because I like to use my hands and move around and look around and do stuff like that. But did you guys like it? Did you guys like my reading? Please say you liked my reading because I've never really done a game like this where I have to do all of the reading and all of the emotion behind it. So that was kind of fun. I like that part. Alright guys, I gotta find someone to raid. It's been a really long day for me. I've been up since like 5 in the morning and I'm pretty tired. So I'm gonna take a break from the computer for the night, I guess. No, thank you guys for being here. Roses are red, pages turn slow, Fangoria reads poems, and her voice steals the show. Aww. Oh, I guess that's Mitch's opinion, huh? I appreciate that's cute. We need to raid though. You like my reading? I'm so happy. Remember, this is gonna end up a VOD on YouTube, so I kind of want to keep it keep it on this game and not switch any games. So if you do want to go follow me on YouTube if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you are on YouTube watching and you like the stream and you just, give it a like, and I will continue doing it. I think we were going to take a break for Doki Doki and we will pick it up again next Tuesday. I want to space it out a little, I'm trying to find a friend to raid on Twitch, but I don't know who to raid. I do like I like it more than the last time though. I remember playing this for like 20 minutes and finding it kind of slow, but I feel like it's picking up a lot more for me. Who haven't we seen in a while? Oh, my friend Sakani is streaming and she's playing Fatal Frame.
Shows 5 masks hanging.
I've known her for a long time now. A pretty long time now. She's also another VTuber. She's playing Fatal Frame. I believe she's playing the one I played. Yeah, the Lunar Eclipse one. That one's a good one. I like that one. So if you're into spooky games and spooky mermaid, werewolf, vampires, give her a follow. Give her a check out. Check her out. Thank you, Mitch. Also, thank you guys again for hanging out with me and putting up with my reading. We will pick it back up. I'm gonna save it so I don't lose my spot. And then... Or maybe I shouldn't save it. Maybe I should make a different choice. I don't know. No, I'm gonna save it. We're gonna continue from there on Tuesday. So hopefully you guys enjoy the reading and the voice acting. I'm not a very good voice actress, but I try my best. Okay guys, please have fun with Sokani. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I forgot what I was playing tomorrow. I'll have to look it up. Okay, bye. Good night, good night, good night.
Casting spells and giving fright. Beautiful and full of grace. Darkness dances on her face.
Vampiress Fangoria just traded with 30 blood donors.
Well, hello there,